What's up, risk managers in the chat? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. Today was a great day. It almost was my first red day in this account, but I managed to stay green, and I'm going to have it switch over to an XFA. I'm actually going to purchase one more eval, and we're going to track that account until we bring that one to XFA. But let's look at the trades I took today. Now, like I said, today was almost my first red day. For some reason, the temptress, that is the NQ, played her sirens, and somehow I found myself making trades in pre-market. I usually do not trade pre-market. I like to save all my trades for our stream. I like to be completely focused. I like to not be tired, because trading pre-market, it does require a lot of mental energy, and I like to save that for our stream. But let's actually look at the charts, and I'm just going to go over what happened pre-market. Now, this is a trade of a chart. Now, in pre-market, we got this big leg down. This big leg down. It chopped all the way down. Now, this was the news, I believe. Yeah, this was the news. So once I saw that we got this big chop down, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I took a long right here. And I basically got out at this high right here. Now, because I saw this big move down, my initial thoughts was that this has to at least retest the low before it can go higher, or at least market structure. And so once I got out at these highs, I shorted at VWAP. Now, this is the area where I was short, and as it was chopping its way down, it was almost coming to that PPI news event. Now I'm thinking I'm going to catch a quick short down. I'm going to be in profit. And once this low gets retested, I was going to go in long. Obviously, that did not happen. My trading partner actually messaged me 2 minutes before this news event, and he basically saved me. He said, this is looking bullish. Now, I had to reevaluate this position because obviously I shorted at VWAP. I was looking for a retest of this low. And when he said that this was looking bullish and that it was looking to flip, I did see it. It was a double bottom. You see, the bulls or the bears tried to take it lower for that retest, but you see this wick, it quickly got bought up. And this candle right here was the sign right here that the market was going to go up, because obviously look how the bulls defended this area, that candle right there. So I had to close my long. Well, actually I put my stop at break even, and sure enough, my trading partner was right. It shot up, and obviously since it was a news event, it was slippage. We get slippage in the trading evals, which it simulates the real market conditions, but we still experience slippage for some reason, which I find very interesting. But once we got this shoot up and we got a shoot down, I did enter long here. I entered long with 3 contracts to retest these highs. Now I got this. I think this was this trade ended up being maybe $1,000 or $1,100. But once you get a news pump and a Nasdaq pump, you're high. Your adrenaline's pumping. You're just looking for that next trade. So my initial thoughts was that this was going to continue higher. So I added 5 contracts at this high, looking for a break of this structure. I was targeting 17K with 5 contracts literally at the top. In my mind, I'm thinking, dude, it has not made the structure to go higher, because once it usually tests the structure, I'll pull back, then a break, But my mind was saying, this is news. It can keep going. Totally disregarding this move right here. So I added 5 contracts at the top. It got to right here. I added more contracts. I believe I added 3 more. And price slipped down. So I'm negative 8 contracts. Now, psychologically, I'm thinking, wow, I let the news, at least I allowed the news to convince me to trade irrationally. I moved away from trading market structure to gambling. I allowed that to happen to myself. And as it was inching down and down and down, obviously all the money I made on this pump was dwindling down, and I almost hit daily loss limit. Now, in the moment I was telling myself, you deserve that. Well, no one doesn't deserve to lose their account because they were ambitious. But I did have to recognize that this was not a good trade. That was a gamble. I was gambling for a push to 7K, which, I mean, I don't believe that was a bad call, but obviously in this situation it was. So, and I was up. So obviously I almost hit daily loss limit, but the market gods, the Nasdaq, she was very merciful to me today. Once I saw that she found support in this area, I thought, okay, this position is good, because I knew that we were going to break these highs, but I wasn't sure that I was going to survive this, but I did. Now, once it retested the highs, I told myself, you can get out of this at break even. You can get out of this. I was in profit at this time. I believe I was in profit 27 or 39K, probably 27. But I wanted that original target. And as it dropped, I was like, man, did I just make another mistake? The Nasdaq, she's not merciful. She's merciful at times, but if you don't take that break even when she gives you the opportunity to break even, she usually leaves you holding the bag. But I was confident that this was going to break these highs. And my assumption was right, because we broke these highs and I was able to end the day positive $4,400, almost $4,500. Now, in our trade room or on our stream, we call for this right here. I said that 740 is supply and this was going to drop. Now, mind you, my trading partner hadn't taken a trade. He didn't trade pre-market like I did. He didn't trade the news. And so he was looking for a trade. Now, here's the importance of having the difference of opinion, especially when you're trading something as toxic and as addictive as the NQ. He wanted to go long and hope for a continuation, but you know what? I told him that allow this candle to close and let this play out, because he almost took a trade because of FOMO. Good thing he didn't, because look at this drop. And he mentioned something to me earlier. It was like, I didn't notice it at the time, but he saved me from this position and I saved him from this position. That's why it's so important not to trade the Nasdaq alone, because when you're in the moment, when you get emotional, for some reason, your mind blinds you of logic and reason, which is very dangerous while trading this market. But we was able to identify a level of support right here. I took this in a practice account. He took this in his XFA and he rolled this all the way up. And he ended the day, I believe, at 2,700. This was his 5th day. And he's able to request a payout in all 3 of his accounts that he was trading. Now, once he got out of this position, obviously the market traded to the right. We got some down moves, but the bulls came back and they bought it up. And basically we chopped until the end of the session. Now, I got lucky today. And something that I said in our live streams is that I didn't start actually doing this until I applied for the Topstep reset. Now, I don't believe there's anything wrong with what they're doing. Giving traders another opportunity to reset an account that they may have went tilt on is great. But for me, I found myself trying to convince myself that trading outside of my plan was okay, because if it did not work, I have a free reset. So moving forward, I will not be getting any more resets, because for some reason, psychologically, convincing myself to trade outside the plan was okay, and it's not okay. I don't even trade pre-market. So for me to even find myself trading pre-market, that was the last straw. I'm trying to get rid of bad habits, because now this year, this is a grind year. This is a year to really focus on your craft and start to live off your craft. This is the year that you grind. And that's my focus for this year. But that is all I have. If you're enjoying these breakdowns and want insight on trading the Nasdaq intraday, subscribe to the channel and join our live streams where me and my trading partner provides intraday analysis in real time. Our current goal is building a community. And if you're tired of missing the best trades on the Nasdaq, then join our live stream. Join our community, join the risk managers in the chat, and we appreciate your support as we grow. And I'm gonna leave you with this: the risk manager's creed. Trading involves risk and demands careful analysis and capital preservation. We can do that by practicing sound risk management. Every trade tells a story. Write that story in your trading journal, because our psychology is all over these charts. And as always, my name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. See you next time, and stay green out there. Peace.